What is up, Pistons fans? It is the morning after the Pistons defeated the Toronto Raptors. To be honest, I forgot the score. It was like 129 to 103, but that was by far the best game I've ever seen the Pistons play in a long time. It was probably by far the best game of the season, definitely. And there were just so many positives to take away from the game. Man, it was like all your dreams came true if you were Pistons fans. You had the young guys, they were thriving. DSJ got a triple double. Shout out to Mason Plumlee. He got a triple double. First time in 57 years. The last time was 57 years ago. You had that going. You had Wayne Ellington, who's on fire from three, getting that trade value up a little bit. He had 8 threes. He played phenomenal. And then you had players like Saban Lee coming off the bench. He dropped 20 points and he was just facilitating so much. And the ball movement was just on point. I think the Pistons had like 40 plus assists. It was like the most since 2008. It was just ridiculous to watch how well the ball was moving. The shots were falling. Even players like Sekou Doumbouya, you may not see it on the stat sheet or the box score, but like, I mean, he was playing. He got significant minutes. He was able to finish, and he was really doing his role as a slasher. He was slashing a lot more. He called for the ball in one play where he was slashing. He's running the floor in open transition. He doesn't get the ball still as much as I'd like him to, but I mean, with Zeke, you gotta take all you can get. Like, the shot isn't there for him. I haven't seen him make a three in such a long time, but that slashing is his bread and butter. So he keeps doing that. He's gonna get those minutes, and it was great to see him thrive. It was great to see Isaiah Stewart bully Boucher. Chris Boucher, is that how you say it? Is that weird shot, but it was weird. It was cool to see Isaiah Stewart bully him, getting those offensive rebounds, keeping possessions alive. Sadiq Bey had kind of a rough game, but even he was getting it. He was playing defense, stealing the ball. And it was just overall just a great team win. Like, I was kind of at a loss of words. It was literally everything you could dream of for a basketball game. I mean, the Pistons, they were down by 10 early on, and then something just happened. Wayne Ellington just started getting on fire. Dennis Smith Jr. started hitting threes, and yeah, just phenomenal. Just this is like the type of performances that you need moving into the AllStar break. Because people sometimes try to take their foot off the pedal. They want to let break into it, just ease into it. Take a couple losses, but this is good. The Pistons will play tonight against the New York Knicks. I think Jeremy Grant and Josh. I forgot to even mention Jeremy Grant and Josh Jackson were out. I don't believe. I don't know if they'll play tonight. We'll see. I would be surprised if Jeremy Grant plays tonight. I mean, I feel like he just needs some rest. And Josh Jackson, this is kind of interesting how like the ball movement when Josh Jackson wasn't in the game was just so much better. I feel like with Josh Jackson, you have a lot more ISO ball than you would like. And then when you take Jackson out, then it's just like the ball movement from the bench, because the bench was a very big plus. They've always been a plus this year, but tonight they're very good. And the Raptors were missing some players, and that's true, but I mean, we were missing our two leading scorers. So yeah, it's interesting to see if Jackson will come back tonight, and we'll see how the ball movement looks like against the Knicks, who do play really good defense. This is also good to see with the trade deadline coming in. So I just read this Athletic article. The Pistons are not going to trade Jeremy Grant. Sorry, guys who make these ridiculous trade proposals. It's not going to happen. But Wayne Ellington, DeLon Wright, and Mason Plumlee are three vets who could be seeing the door, seeing the door, and leave the Pistons. I definitely think Wayne Ellington is gone. Well, hopefully we can get a pick for him or a player. I mean, I think if you package DeLon and Wayne Ellington, you could get maybe a late first round pick. I've seen stuff from the 76ers where the Sixers are willing to give up their pick for those two players. So, I mean, it's a possibility. And with DeLon Wright, I just think it's just an awkward fit for him now. What most people expected to happen was that Saban Lee wasn't going to be that good, and then Dennis Smith Jr. was going to continue to struggle, so the team needed DeLon Wright. But now you just have these 2 point guards that have been flourishing in the system. You also have Killian Hayes, who's been injured, and he's planning to come back this season. Is there even room for DeLon Wright? Like, does he even fit? That's why I didn't like the Spencer Dinwiddie idea either, because it's the same situation with DeLon Wright. I don't even think you need the point guard. Maybe veteran presence, that's like the main thing, and maybe that's what they'll maybe go for veteran presence. They'll go for maybe veteran presence at other positions, but like I don't see a fit for Don Wright on the team, unfortunately. And speaking of veteran presence, I just thought of Rodney Magruder. Hey, so I saw this stat. Rodney Magruder has more 20-point games this season than Klay Thompson. So what can you say? I mean, great game for him. He's also pretty much fighting for his spot on the NBA roster. So it was really good to see him come thrive. And he doesn't play that often. So when he does play, he has to take advantage of it. And it was great to see him succeed too. He's actually one of the few vets that I think will stay on the roster. Or we'll see. But I think his role is kind of cemented as just like being that backup shooting guard, or yeah, shooting guard, maybe point guard a little bit. But yeah, I think he stays on the team. And one more player, just I'm forgetting everything. Svi Mikhailuk, the shot was coming back tonight. He was hitting threes. He had this one really nice play. I think he pump faked and he was able to get to the elbow, and it was just a clean jumper. It was such a silky stroke. He can't make the free throws. The free throws were kind of an off, but like that silky stroke from the jumper, just straight switch. I mean, when Svi's on, it's amazing to watch. When he's off, he's a negative on the court. So hopefully this is the start of something new for him as well, because yeah, the Pistons, they have a pretty much stacked rotation at that guard spot. So it will be interesting to see what Troy Weaver does at the deadline. It looks like the Pistons won't be too aggressive, but they are going to try to make some moves from their vets, and they should get the value. Like I said, Mason Plumlee was rumored to be involved with the trade for Dinwiddie. That just goes to show you how much value Mason Plumlee has. He actually has some trade value, though he's been playing phenomenal for us, and maybe it's because he does get extended minutes. I think you have to give it to Isaiah Stewart. It's his time to shine. And you also have Jahlil Okafor. Don't forget Okafor. He's injured right now, but he could always play the backup and Stewart starting. But yeah, guys, that wraps up this video. Just want to get it in. It was just a phenomenal game. It was so phenomenal that I didn't want to make the video last night. I was just taking it all in and just trying to give my thoughts on it now. But yeah, guys, take care. Hopefully Pistons have a good game against the Knicks, and then a great All-Star weekend. And yeah, I'll see you guys later. Peace.